Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I'm Scott, and you're at the TheScottSpot channel. Okay, here we are at the end of the Sea of Sorrow inside Sin. I told you when we got to the staircase at the end of the last video that there was a boss battle coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and go over that really quickly. I'm not going to spoil who it is, but I have changed my equipment up some. I don't want to completely blow him away, so I've re-equipped like my sort of shitty weapons, or like my somewhat okay weapons but not really overpowered like the celestial weapons are. You can see what I've got there. And then this next boss uses a lot of elemental attacks, which is really the only reason I've held on to my elemental armor for so long. Lulu got this phantom bangle that has fire, ice, and water eater. This is really the only thing Waka had worthwhile. Lightning ward. Tidus I put magic counter on because this next boss uses a lot of magic, and countering the magic seemed a lot better than guarding against it. Riku got this victorious from one of the airship passwords, I believe it was, and that makes her immune to fire, ice, and lightning. There is an extra space, so I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and put waterproof on there, but it's not really needed. We got the Phantom Ring inside the Sea of Sorrow. Fire, water, and lightning eater. No ice eater, but oh well. Shit. Kamari has this red armlet that we got like very close to the beginning of the game. I think it was a Cloister of Trials treasure. And we've been using this thing like all game, so might as well keep it for this. Dragoon Lance has magic counter on it. Shouldn't need evading counter, mainly because the next boss doesn't really use physical attacks. But magic counter might come in handy. Not that Kamari has too big of an attack counter strength. Orin, I just gave him the Murasame to have 1 MP cost, and a Cerulean Bracer that lets him absorb water damage. That's about it. For the sphere grid, I was able to use all the sphere levels we built up. Lulu is now officially broken into Yuna's grid, so that'll be handy. She'll learn all the null spells as well as the basic cure and Esuna. And I think I'm going to try to take her up here to get auto life as well. Waka just learned Hastiga, making his way to the end of Tidus' grid. Tidus and Orin are now in the same exact spot. We should get a few level 4 key spheres here soon, so we'll get full break, so that'll come in handy. Riku still working her way through Tidus' grid. I think she learned, well, yeah, she already knew she had quick hit. Yuna is about to get Demi from Lulu's grid. Kamari is still working his way through Tidus' grid. I think he learned, yeah, he got Sloga while I was working on the sphere grid last time. And Orin, I haven't been able to use his sphere levels because we're still waiting on full break here. Alright, well, famous last words, but let's go ahead and see what happens next. No, not him. How can he still be alive? Tidus told you to stay up there.
Don't you ever give up?
Sin has chosen me. I am part of Sin. I am one with Sin forever. Immortal.
Sin just absorbed you.
I will learn to control it from within. I have all the time in the world. Since you were gracious enough to dispose of Yunalesca, the only means of destroying Sin is forever gone. Now nothing can stop us.
Well, we can.
By all means, try. You should thank me. Your death means your father's life.
Let's just enjoy the music for a second. Although I do feel like this is one of the songs that got bastardized a little bit in the transition to the HD remaster. Looks like there's no talk commands this time, so let's go ahead and just bring Kamari in to scan this guy. Seymour Omnis. $80,000 HP. Let's see. Right now, he absorbs ice. Or no, ice does more damage, but he absorbs fire. Cast spells once energized by the 4 mortiphasms behind him. Their positions somehow affect his actions. Physical attacks turn the mortiphasms to the left, while magic turns them to the right. Okay, that's good to know. Let's go ahead and... So basically, if you attack the mortiphasms behind him, it can change their position. So if you want him to not have the same element, basically they control his element. If you want it to change, you'll attack one of the mortiphasms, and his spells will grow weaker. So I could be completely mistaken on this, but for example, if I attacked this mortiphasm, it would not be... Right now they're all matched to fire. It would not be fire anymore, and instead of using Firaga spells, he would just use Fira spells, if I'm not mistaken. But I do want him to have a weakness. Let's just see here if I attack one. Immune, but it should still move, yeah. Lulu ate that. Waka took some damage. Kamari's going to take some too. Not as much as I thought though. Oh yeah, because he has Fire Ward on. Okay, so basically he uses 4 spells. And Kamari used Magic Counter. Good job, Kamari. He has 4 spells, and he used Firaga because they have 3 of them. But I think if I got rid of maybe 1 or 2 more, it would go down to Fira. Something like that. It doesn't really matter though, because this guy's pretty easy at the end of the day. Can I armor break, or is he immune? Oh, it did work. Okay. Well, in that case, Titus, come in and use mental break too. I do wish I already had full break though. 9,999. Oh man, he's gonna go down so fast. I'm gonna try to draw this out and make it as dramatic as possible. Special. Riku, you can mug, right? Shining Gem. Here we go again. This can get annoying. Just takes all day for him to use all his attacks. Riku ate it. Or, she didn't eat it, she's fireproof. But the question is, does he still have his weakness? Now this could quickly get dangerous if you're not careful. But Titus does have magic attack, or magic counter, so... Oh! He countered twice! How did that work? Let's see. Oh, he's already down to almost half his health. That is not good. Alright, Yuna. Come in and heal Titus. Kiraga. Riku, come back in. I want you to pilfer Gil, please. $4,334, and then I'm going to have Lulu come in and... Let's see. He is... Okay, so he doesn't have a weakness right now. So there's no point in Lulu doing anything, but she definitely doesn't want to use Thunder or Fire. So I might as well just use a Flare spell, right? I'm not going to double cast because I don't want to do too much damage. If I used Ultima, would it hit all of them? No. Oh! That's interesting, so I could hit all the Mortiphasms if I wanted to. But that wouldn't help me too much now, would it? I would have to attack the Mortiphasm to the left a couple more times to really do anything. But I'll go ahead and use Ultima once. I believe they released a figure of Seymour on this at one point or something. Sure has a strange form compared to his first Ghastly feud, though, doesn't he?
But there is no salvation for the damned. Rest in peace in eternal darkness.
Now what is he doing? I think he's about to use Ultima, honestly. Let's see here. Let's bring out our high HP people. And then... Let's see here. What white magic does he have? Nothing too effective, huh? Attack. Okay, I don't want to attack because I do want to show you a couple more things, and I don't want him to run out of HP before that. Let's do white magic shell. Because like I said, I believe he is about to do some shit. Waka, come on out. You don't have any white magic, do you? That's a negative. Oh wait, he does. Not the ones we need, though. Who has the most HP here? I'd probably say still Waka, Orin, and Titus, but he's about to go, so let's use a Mega Potion, not a High Potion, a Mega Potion to make sure everybody's up to snuff. Well, it's really only Orin that could use a healing here. Let's use a High Potion.
Let darkness take you.
Wow, everybody survived. Good job, everybody. Now, I think he has a move that lets all the Mortiphasms resync, but he's not doing it, so I'm not sure. Alright. Thing I did want to show you, though, real quick, is there is a special line you can get out of him. Let's do something we haven't done in a while and summon Anima. If you remember, Anima is Seymour's mother.
You would oppose me as well? So be it.
Now, I don't want to use the overdrive because I'm afraid the overdrive would kill him. So let's use pain here. Damn. Yeah, they resynced. Now he is either ice or water element. Question is, will he be able to kill her? I don't think so. He still needs 2 more spells to do that. Now, I don't think... Yeah. I don't think he has any special lines when he defeats Anima, so I'm going to go ahead and have him meet his maker. $126,000. Holy shit. Sweet Jesus.
Now! Yuna, send him!
Right!
So, it is you, after all, who will send me. But even after I am gone, Spira's sorrow will prevail.
Sin will be right behind you.
Thank God. That should have been done a long-ass time ago. And 2 level 3 key spheres. Could have been worse. Okay, and that brought us outside of... By the way, the area we just fought Seymour in is called the Garden of Pain, but you do never get to go back to that area. It just skips it when you go between the Sea of Sorrow and this area, which is the City of the Dead. But I'm going to save this area, which is the penultimate area, by the way, for the next video. It'll be the City of Dying Dreams. It's pretty trippy, but not quite as trippy as the Sea of Sorrow. Thanks for tuning in, Guardians. I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, next time we'll go through the City of the Dying Dreams. I'm Scott. This has been the TheScottSpot channel. Tune in next time for more Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Oh, before I forget, those staves outside the Garden of Pain, they look just like Seymour's staff in his human form when he fought, I think the only time you ever see it is when he fought Sin Spawn Gooey with us. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Thanks again, guys.